Hello, good morning everybody, welcome back. It's Wednesday the 6th of May 2020, it's time for phonics. So the first thing I want you to do is just divide up your whiteboard or your page just so you've got two columns like this. It doesn't have to be neat. If you have a ruler or a straight edge, even better, but if not, don't worry too much, as long as you've got two clear sections. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking for the k spelling in different words, okay, and sorting them out into two sections according to their spelling of the k sound. So as soon as you've got that ready, our first word we can start with is here. So let's have a look. So say the sounds to read the word if you're not sure. And the word is 1, 2, 3. Good. Brick. Brick. Okay, so there's a k spelling in that word, isn't there? And all I want you to do is use the k spelling as the heading of one of the columns and then say the sounds and write the word into that column. So in here we can see that we've got the CK spelling of k, so that's our first heading up here. And I'm just going to write the sounds to write the word into that section, okay? So we have brick, I, 2 letters, 1 sound. Okay, next word. Next word that I want you to see if you can spot the k spelling is okay, after 3. 1, 2, 3. Good, the word is school. So again, I just want you to see if there's a k spelling there and how it's spelled. Does it need to go in this section, or is it a new k spelling that we have there? It's sk, oo, school. So of course we have a new spelling. We have the CH spelling of k there, well spotted. So that's our next heading. And we say the sounds and write the word school. And we have ooh, ooh, sk, ooh, ooh. 2 letters, 1 sound. Okay, so 2 spellings of k. We've got CK, as in brick, and we've got CH, as in sk, ooh, school. Okay, next word. Wonder, as we go through, if you can spot any patterns or similarities about where the different spellings of the k sound appear in the words. So this next word is after 3. 1, 2, 3. Truck. Truck. Good. So over to you. You need to say the sounds and write the word truck in the right section according to its k spelling. And of course we have t, r, a, k. We've got that CK spelling of k again. In truck, 2 letters, 1 sound. Now remember, as we go through, as with every day, if you need a bit more time to do things, just pause the video and then play again when you're ready, okay? You don't need to keep up with me, just take it in your own time. So the next word that we have is, okay, after 3. 1, 2, 3. Good, the word is echo. So over to you again. Choose which section to go in according to its k spelling. And it goes here, doesn't it? The CH spelling of k in echo. E, k, o. E, k, o. Echo. Any patterns so far with where the k spelling appears in the word? I think I'm starting to spot a bit of a pattern. I have to see if it carries on. The next word is, okay, let's see. After 3, the word is 1, 2, 3. anchor, 2 syllables, an, k, or core, core, anchor, because it's the OR spelling of the sound, isn't it, in the second syllable. So over to you again. CK spelling or CH spelling? Of course, we have the CH spelling in anchor, 2 syllables, an, k, or core, core, anchor, with the CH spelling underlined there. Now it's starting to fit my pattern a little bit more that I've spotted. Let's keep checking. Okay, after 3. The word is 1, 2, 3. 2 syllables, bucket. 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 Now, where's that going to be? It's the CK spelling, isn't it? So we're putting it here. Bucket. Now, I thought I had a bit of a pattern that I'd spotted. I thought that every time the k sound was at the end of the word, I would be using the CK spelling. I wonder if any of you spotted that similar pattern. And I noticed that every time there was a k sound inside a word, within a word, between other sounds, that it was the CK, the CH spelling. So it works so far for the CH spellings being in the middle of words, with sounds either side of them, but now we've got this CK spelling with sounds either side of it in the middle of a word here too, rather than at the end. So, like I've said before, if there is a pattern, it doesn't mean that every single word follows that pattern, okay? There are always exceptions to the pattern. That's why we don't call them rules, we just call them patterns. So it is the case that often at the end of a word, the CK is the spelling of the k sound, but not always, because in bucket and in pocket and in packet, we have the CK spelling in the middle of the word there, okay? So they're just patterns, they're not rules, they're just patterns that can help you spell, help you to have a good guess at what the spelling might be of each sound. Okay, next word, one more. Let's have a look. This is a 2-syllable word again. Okay, after 3, the word is 1, 2, 3. Necklace. Neck. Lace. Lace. Neck. Lace. Necklace. Okay. So obviously that goes here, doesn't it, with the CK spelling. So say the sounds and build the word. Neck. Lace. Neck. Lace. Necklace. Now a necklace is something that goes around your neck, isn't it? So necklace has been actually, as a word, built from the word neck and from the word lace, as in a lace for your neck. So actually the word neck that we're using as part of that word does follow that pattern with the CK spelling at the end, doesn't it? Neck. Okay, next thing, we're going to move on to a similar sort of thing, but we need more sections because this time we're going to be looking for different spellings of the or sound, which we've been working on before. So, what I'd like you to do is read each word using its sounds. Brick. Check that you've got all of the sounds and each word makes sense. Then rub your board out or get yourself a new space to work. And we're going to move on to the or sound. And for that we need 5 sections. Okay? So whether you have 5 boxes, a table of 5, 5 lines and a margin. Today I'm just going to have my page divided into 5. So I'm using my ruler or my straight edge, but I don't need to use that. I could just do it as neatly as I could without one, just like this. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a word that has the or sound, and we're just going to read it and see if we can spot that or spelling. Okay, so the first word is, let's see, after 3, 1, 2, 3. Board, good, as in a board game or a piece of cardboard. Board. So, like we've done before, I want you to see if you can spot the or spelling. What letters are being used to spell the or sound in that word, and that's going to be our first section's heading, okay? And of course we've got the O-A-R spelling, so that's our first heading. O-A-R spelling of or in board, and we build the word into that section. B, or, d. B, or, d, board. Good. Okay, the next word. Let's have a look. The next word is, I hurt my leg and it is feeling sore. Good. So over to you. Where does that need to be? It's the O-R-E spelling, isn't it? Sore. So our second heading can be used with that heading. Sore. 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 And again, I want you, as we go through, to see if there are any patterns, anything similar about the words where these different spellings of the sound occur. Okay, so for example, the O-A-R spelling so far is in the middle of the word, isn't it? It's got sounds either side of it, whereas the O-R-E spelling is at the end of a word without any sounds after it. So let's see if that pattern continues. It's good to just think about those patterns as we go through and see if other words fit that same pattern. So the next word, after 3, 1, 2, 3, more. Okay, so over to you. Where does that need to be? Good. And we say the sounds. It's the O-R-E spelling. And we put it into this section. Or. More. Now so far, that's following the same pattern, isn't it? With the or sound at the end of a word with the O-R-E spelling. Okay, let's have a look. The next word is, read the word, 1, 2, 3. Good, 4. So, we need a new spelling, don't we? O-U-R spelling of or. And there it goes. And we can say the sounds and build it into that section. Or. 4, 4. Good. Okay. Next word. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Raw. 3 letters, 1 or sound. Raw. Your turn. Raw. Okay, so we have the O-A-R spelling, 3 letters, 1 sound, and we say or, raw, in the O-A-R section. Good. So remember, whenever you see a word and you've read the word, you don't have to wait for me. You can carry on. You can put it into the section that it needs to be in. Okay, if you need a new section, you set that new section up. But I do want you to make sure that as you're reading each word and as you're writing each word, that you say the sounds to read the word, okay? So when you're writing f, or, for, to write the word and to read the word with the sounds. Okay, the next word is after 3, 1, 2, 3. Swarmed. Swarmed. So there's an or sound, isn't there? And it's spelt with 2 letters this time. Swore. Okay? And it's the AR spelling of or in swarmed. And we can say s, or, d. Swarmed. Remember yesterday and earlier in the week where we noticed that the or spelling often occurs in a word. It's often after a w spelling, isn't it? Swore. Swore. So that follows that pattern as well. Okay. Few more. Let's have... Okay, 1, 2, 3. T, or, t, taught, taught. So we have a 4-letter spelling of or there, don't we? A, U, G and H all being used for just one or sound. Or. Or. Okay? We can say the sounds as we build the word into that section now. T. Or. T. T. Or. T. Taught. Okay. Let's have 1, 2, 3. Tore. Yesterday I tore some paper. The past tense of tear. Tore. So do we have that spelling of or? Yes, we do. It's the O-R-E spelling. And we can say t, or, t, or, taught. Nicely fitting in with that pattern, isn't it? Of the or spelling at the end of the word. So far, so good. Tore. Okay, what about... Okay, after 3, 1, 2, 3. Good. Hoard. 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 And we have an or spelling. And it's the O-A-R. So we build it into here with board and with raw. It follows a similar pattern with board, doesn't it? Sound before and a sound after. Hoard. Hoard. And raw, of course, isn't following that pattern, is it? That's okay, because it's the exception. Not all of the words, remember, follow the same pattern. It's just an indication. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Boar. The animal, a boar. Again, O-A-R. But this time not surrounded by sounds, just with one sound before it, like raw. B, or. B, or. Boar. Okay, last one for today. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Good, your. Should know how to spell that one. Your. O-U-R spelling of or. In your. Okay. So we're going to move on to our sentence work next. So what I want you to do, as always, is read each word using its sounds before you rub it off or before you get yourself ready for a new piece of work on a new page or a clean whiteboard. Okay, so b or d, board. All of the words, then get yourself ready while I rub this out, okay? Okay, we're ready for our last piece of work today. So it's our sentence work, and we're thinking again, remember, about the j sound spellings that we worked on a couple of weeks ago. So I'll say the sentence a couple of times, then we'll say it together, and then you try to remember it, and then we'll try to build it together word by word. Okay? So, the sentence, if you remember, Jerome had come home from the gym in a jolly good mood. Then he crept into the house and he had to jump over the jungle of mess that his sister June had left all over the floor. Then, this is the next part, then he nudged the kitchen door open just a smidge and saw a large ginger genie standing by the fridge. My turn again. Then he nudged the kitchen door open just a smidge and saw a large ginger genie standing by the fridge. Our turn together. Then he nudged the kitchen door open just a smidge and saw a large ginger genie standing by the fridge. Your turn. Okay, don't worry if you didn't remember the whole sentence, that's fine. It's quite a long sentence today. So we're just going to build it one word at a time. And remember, when you hear what the next word is, your chance to pause the video, try to spell it, and then come back. Okay, I won't keep saying pause today. I'll just assume that you can pause when you need to, okay? So if you need a bit more time, then you just pause the video and you come back for the next word. So, the first word is then. Okay, so say the sounds. Capital letter for the start. And we have then. Then. Next word. Then he. He. Then he nudged. Nudged. J. D. We should have that DG spelling of J in nudged. Then he nudged. The. Then he nudged the kitchen. Kitchen. K. I. K. Ch. E. N. Chen. Kitchen. Kitchen. Then he nudged the kitchen door. D. Or. Then he nudged the kitchen door open. O. P. E. N. Open. Open. Then he nudged the kitchen door open just. Ch. A. St. Just. A smidge. Open just a smidge. A. Smidge. Sm. I. J. Then he nudged the kitchen door open just a smidge and saw. And saw. 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 And saw, a large, 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 and saw a large ginger genie, 2 words, 4 syllables. Ginger, j, I, n, gin, j, j, ginger, ginger, genie, j, e, g, n, e, ni, j, e, g, n, e, ni, genie, genie. And saw a large ginger genie doing what? Standing. Standing. 2 syllables. Stan. Ding. D. I. Ding. Standing. Standing. Standing where? Saw a large ginger genie standing by the. 2 words. By. By the. By the. Let's have a look before we go on to the last word, and let's underline our j spellings. Then he nudged, DG spelling of j. The kitchen door open just, J spelling of j. Let's write them up here. Just a smidge, DGE. And saw a large, GE spelling. Ginger, genie, the G spelling of j, 3 times there. Standing, now the G in standing is not a j spelling, is it? It's part of that sound at the end. 2 letters, 1 sound. So don't be tricked by that. Standing by the fridge. Good. So think about where we used the different spellings of j in the other words that we had, and tell me if this is right. J. Am I right? No? You've spotted a pattern, haven't you? At the end of words, we often have that particular DGE spelling, or the GE spelling, don't we? And remember, like we said before, you can decide whether it's the GE or likely to be the DGE spelling at the end by the vowel sound before it. So in fridge and smidge and nudge, of course, they're short vowel sounds, aren't they? I, whereas in large, we've got that longer vowel sound, R. So large with a GE, but in fridge, fridge, smidge. Short vowel sounds, 3-letter spelling. Okay? Excuse me, I've got my stop mark at the end there. So, good. That is everything for today. And I'll see you back here tomorrow. Okay, have a good Wednesday.